Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. In the early European session yesterday, the Australian dollar fell sharply and just shy of challenging the minor support level of 78.70 after printing a low of 78.96. The market has attempted to slightly try and claw back some of its losses. With a slightly firmer greenback overnight, I do expect to see further risks to the downside as the market awaits for the event speech from the ECB and the Fed and other central banks in Jackson Hole. The market should be kept on its toes in the next few days as the events slowly unwind, should I say, and now looks towards a support at 78.70. A break beneath there would give further scope to the downside and bring in a target of 78.30 and reassess from there as we could see short-term demand. But if the bulls fail to return, then we could be looking at 77.55.70. Now that level also coincides with this 60-day moving average, which could in the event see a rejection or a rebound in the short term. But the technical implications do support a weaker Aussie. Any advances now look towards 79.60 as a cap. As I mentioned, the market is still waiting for the event risk to unfold from Jackson Hole. It is viewed that trading this week, I do heed extra caution as we could see a rather volatile market across the board, with the major currencies staging some whipsaw price action. But with the US dollar slightly strengthening overnight, has brought the view back towards 117.20 or lower down towards 116.60, with the uptrend coming in now at 115.85.95. It is viewed though, strategy is still towards selling into rallies of 117.90 to 118.50.60, and I do expect to see the weakness to eventually reach its target somewhere around the 116 area. Well, the dollar yen story surprisingly catches the market off guard as a round of short covering emerges, with the dollar slightly improving overnight. It is viewed now that the market can continue on up towards a target of 110.15 or even towards 111.15 before supply returning, and most probably see profit taking around this region. Any dips on the day should find support around 108.80.90. The sterling outlook finally comes to the downside. After a brief period of consolidation, the market is now exposed towards a target of 127.05.15 and reassess from there. Any advances should find resistance now at 128.60 and firmer above at 129.20.25. The gold outlook is actually showing some concerns now to the downside. First of all, we had that shooting star which failed to confirm the signal after the bullish return yesterday, but now with the weakness coming over the night, with the strength of the US dollar returning, could see further weakness if we see a move under the support level of 81. We've seen a low so far of 82 this morning. If we get a break under 81, then this would actually see a move towards this trend line of 76, and beneath there support comes in at 62.4, which could stage a short round of demand. But with the technical implications still holding to a negative pattern here, then I do expect to see further weakness, with any advances to cap around 87 to 91. The silver outlook is still showing concerns to the downside as the market now challenges for the fourth time of this level of 16.85. It is viewed that the market may take this level out and look down towards this level that comes in, if I just close this up a little bit, at $16.50. Now, we could see a rebound from there, but the technical implications do still hold the view towards the downside. And I'm looking at a 4-hour chart, and you can see here still gives any advances to fail after that recent rejection on Friday around 17.20.30. To wrap up with oil, the market did post a doji overnight, but not enough to convince a turnaround. So therefore, I expect to see 46.60 to be challenged. This could actually give further scope to the downside to $45.70, with the technical implications clearly coming into play here. And I do expect to see the weakness to continue, with any advances to be capped around 48. 60.80. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, keep an eye out for the intraday report that will be released shortly.